So we're going live right now. Oh, cool. So we're live. Do you have any? If you go to my YouTube page, you should be able to start seeing it now, Pablo.
All right.
Or, yeah, I should be able to. So we're going live right now. Okay, I should be able to send it to you.
Damn, I look up John Hardy and it doesn't show your page, even though I follow you.
I'm gonna put.
YouTube sucks. Hate the Zeitgeist. We have one viewer. That's me.
Yes. Okay. So you should definitely mute it though. But.
Yes.
Okay. So we want a reference, like an art reference. So previously I was painting this as my reference. I can find my own reference if you want, but do we want to like just paint, like pick something specific, like an animal or of some sort, and then
maybe. Let's go on Wikipedia's list of lists.
All right, this sounds like a move.
I want to show off this. Hold on.
For those of you who are tuning in, Pablo and I have been on this Discord call for like 10 minutes, just getting stuff set up. But I used to be an art.
Wikipedia.
I used to be an art
boy.
List
of lists.
Pablo is an art boy. We started painting with this program called Heavy Paint, which is super complicated. And by complicated, I mean not complicated. It's extremely stripped down, simple. So we're going to experiment and try and paint some really abstract, simple art. List of lists. So what are we gonna pick though? Can we just pick a random thing? What if we pick a random article?
Mythology.
What if we pick a random article?
Oh, you usually get addresses and like locations and things like that. It's not that good.
Okay. Yeah, if we
could go to Sorry, what?
Go ahead.
We could go to like Wikimedia and maybe pick something random. Or
yeah, let's go to let's go to Wikimedia. Let's try that out. We're experimenting here.
But anyway, the list of lists is so good for finding things that you don't know the name of even. Like, but anyway,
Oh, so you just say you want to go to like a festival, and it'll have a list of festivals under like a type. It'll list of types of festivals or something.
Yeah, like here, like it just has like nearly everything that there's lists of. I don't know how to describe it because it's like list of important publication in sciences, list of problems, list of unresolved problems, culture, arts, literature, mythology, characters in literature, fucking people. It's everything. I feel like list of lists contains a way to get to nearly every Wikipedia page in Wikipedia. But yeah, we're going for images, so let's go to Wikimedia.
I didn't know Wikimedia was a site you could actually like go to without Wikipedia, but is there just like a random...
Wait, is there Wikimedia Commons? Yeah, here we go.
Oh, okay, so we can like random photo or something. Yeah, or we could paint the picture of the day.
Yeah, but it's black and white. I feel like it'd be fun to... Oh.
I think that might be interesting. And then we could
you want to do this one?
We could do whatever colors we wanted if we like wanted to. That might be a good candidate for like a black and white mode. Like we set up a palette. And then we just paint it in black and white. And then
I'm gonna send you the image.
Yes, send me the image, and then I'll open it in our... Oh God. Save image.
Go post the YouTube link of this on my Twitter.
Yeah, that would be great. Do you do that when we normally post the podcast?
Yeah,
okay.
I did it last time.
Awesome. And then maybe we can find like oh God. I think this is an interesting format because there's no like there's no like real end goal here. We're just trying to get something interesting. And I'm trying to learn from Pablo because he's better at painting than me. So yeah, that's the reference. Cool. Dangerous. Okay. Post it in the other, or like our general Discord as well.
Yeah.
Like in Geeked. And just be like, y'all want to see some cringe?
Let's post it in the general. So we be making art. That's actually an incorrect use of the habitual be.
It's also an incorrect use of Zeitgeist because this is not the Zeitgeist at all. But
I mean, yeah,
we're creating the Zeitgeist by painting it.
I mean, I thought we were going to do the rebrand eventually, where it's like we turn the channel to like, what the fuck's going on? But I don't know if somebody else already has called themselves like that.
I mean, we could rebrand. I don't know, but what the fuck are we painting? I mean, I know that Mark Maron has the podcast What the Fuck with Mark Maron. So wait, before we get started, or do we want to like limit the use of specific tools, Pablo?
Yeah, I'm just using this.
So you're just using the line tool.
Yeah, it's that. It's not this.
So wait, so let's remove some tools then. So we don't want the draw tool. We don't want the...
Whatever this is. What is this?
We don't want the erase tool. We don't want the fill tool. We don't want the fill gradient tool. We don't want the chisel tool. We don't want the boxes tool.
Little rectangles.
You're using the blur tool or the mix tool?
I use the blur tool, which is the finger. A smudge. I also use the color picker.
Yeah, I mean we're using the color picker for sure. I'm just disabling everything that we're not using. And
oh, you can disable it?
Yeah, if you hold down, yeah, you can unhide stuff. And there's also more tools. What's the color picker called though? I don't know exactly what that is. Eyedropper, I think, but I don't see it.
I would still use the erase tool, to be honest. No.
Okay, we'll leave erase tool on. I just want to make this as simple as possible for.
This is the eraser. No, this is the blur. Blur and smudge are different things.
Erase, and then I don't. Is it color? What's the color selector called? You have it still selected, right?
Pills. Called pills.
It's called pills?
Or wait, no, it's called eyedropper.
I don't see eyedropper. It's not in my list of stuff. Is it? Do I have another setting? Like,
I think maybe it's on by default.
Oh, I had hardcore mode on. That's my problem.
Oh. Hardcore mode?
Hardcore mode disables eyedropper and disables history. So now,
so
we literally have. So wait, so you're not using the blur tool, then you're just using the smudge tool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna disable the blur tool, and then we are gonna go. God. Cool. I'm just trying to make this like. All right, and also we're doing squares, right?
Yeah, these.
Okay, let me. New page.
These.
Interesting. So I think the first thing first. I think I'm going to pick out like a palette of colors on the left side.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to turn black and white mode on.
I'm gonna do this.
Are you already in black and white mode?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right now I'm gonna.
So you're picking out the palette from black and white mode, so we don't really know what they are, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I'm gonna first pick out like perfect grays. So I'm just kind of like balancing these at first. And so then I get like 5 levels, if that makes any sense. Like the middle, upper, highest. And then I try to do some in-betweens, but I think for this one...
Alright, so this is gonna be an interesting challenge.
Yeah.
Do you have okay, I have color jitter on, but I want that on because I think it looks cool. I'm gonna set mine to 20. You can leave yours at whatever yours is at.
Yeah.
But then this is gonna look like a hellscape.
Let's see. All right.
Right.
I wish there was like a way to randomize the color picking process
That
a bit more.
I wonder if we could just randomize a palette and specifically just like pick a palette and then just use those as values.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm gonna
I don't quite know what color these are. Well, I mean, that's the point, but let's try. I'm trying to like organize these by hue. I might not know what color they are, but I want to know where they are on the value scale. Have them like in a nice like little row.
All right, so here, where did it go? Here are my colors, Pablo. If you're looking at the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I think that's interesting. If we go back to line, the thing I don't like is that black and white mode turns off when you turn on eyedropper.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh, I have the black and white mode set up from my what do you call it? Accessibility settings. So basically I do this.
Oh, how do I do that?
Oh, you have to go to your accessibility settings and then go to like color stuff and then have something to set up the shortcut for black and white.
That's not what I wanted. I don't know. I can't find it on Windows. Is it just in the settings? Like settings and
Yeah.
ease of access. I'm not doing that for this. I'm just gonna...
Okay.
Maybe I just won't use a palette and I'll just select random colors.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think I'll just select random colors then. Fuck the palette. Unless there's a way I can turn the settings down. Color history? Okay.
Being able to hit undo is so powerful.
Yeah, I feel like black and white mode should not turn black and white mode off when you pick the color selector.
Yeah.
That is a big deal to me.
Because then you feel like you're cheating. Just whenever you're color picking, you just try to generally move your mouse to the right area and keep your eyes closed.
Okay.
No peeking.
I think I'm just gonna have to scrap the color. I'm just gonna scrap the entire color wheel that I've already got, and I'm just gonna select random colors as I go, since I'm not using accessibility settings. I think I'm doing good at the moment. This does mean that it's gonna be hard to switch back to colors, though. I guess at that point I can actually just use the
blur tool.
Well, once I've got a color picked, I'm not allowed to switch off of it. You know?
Ah.
Right, so that exists. Okay, so let's get some. I guess I do know RGB, so I know I'm in a certain area, kind of, you know?
Yeah. You gotta focus on getting your, like, the whole point, I guess, of this exercise is to focus on getting your values right.
Yeah. And then, so that, we're just kind of. Cool.
Gotta make this a little darker. Whatever color that is.
I hope I didn't pick a really bad color, though. That would suck.
You just gotta hope that you get the values really right.
Could be a really ugly color. This is okay, so I'm basically my strategy here. So you've already drawn out a lot of stuff, and my strategy was basically to just get the general background and then start filling stuff in.
Uh-huh.
So I'm actually gonna, this is gonna be a little, So that's... So my question, Pablo, when you're drawing your tower,
Yeah.
are you doing that in dark values?
Oh no, I just made the outline, but with by paying attention to the negative space in the background.
Okay, so are you using a smaller size line now then?
No, it's the same size line.
Okay, I think I'm gonna make some stuff. I want to see what it looks like. Nightmare fuel. Okay. I did cheat a little bit.
You can make the illusion of a smaller line by layering a thick line over another line like this. So I could make a...
It's interesting how we're doing some very different styles over here. So that's like a rough... How did that turn? Was that? Okay, interesting. I think I'm gonna give up on black and white mode. I don't know if I can actually paint. The reason I don't want to switch my accessibility settings is because I'm afraid that it'll mess up the stream. So I'm just gonna paint color. Pablo's doing the real challenge over here. I wish they would fix. I wish there was an option for that, but this is still a beta, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of planning on red.
Let's see. Because then when you gotta like add the details later, like I try to get as much as I can while I'm zoomed out, and then only start adding like smaller rectangles by zooming in slowly on some areas.
Okay, so that.
Here I found a kind of cheaty way to do the bushes. a bunch of tiny brush strokes. Kind of randomly oriented around.
This is complicated for me. I think that's, there we go.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with the bushes and stuff. I actually think I lost track of what's going on in the image, actually. I was too focused on...
I like how yours looks. Jesus. Mine is... I guess you can see what mine looks like. I'm going to start varying my line thickness.
I'm just thinking about values and shapes. Blocking out big blocks of value, how in big general shapes. There's some roof here. There's a little cheaty thing. Ah.
God, this does not turn out well for me. I think this is an interesting program specifically just because it's so weird. Like, it deconstructs pieces of art, right?
Yeah.
So you have to do it in a weird way if you're limiting yourself on tools.
It forces you to think very differently about the image.
do this. Fuck. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we got that done.
I want to see what color your stream is on, but I can't. It turns every single screen of mine in black and white, even the YouTube.
How does mine look in black and white?
It's looking good. You're getting the values correct. I think you're having a harder time because you're having to understand the values of the colors.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be easier to draw it in black and white, I think, but
Oh, you got the tiny line brush.
yeah, I've just swapped to doing tiny lines, I think.
I'm forgetting that there's... I've ignored this entire area over here. There's like a...
Okay. I really like the color dithering or whatever, color jitter.
Yeah.
It's so because like everything I'm drawing right now, Pablo, is in like different colors, which I think is interesting. It's only jittering a little bit, so it's like still like reasonable, but I think it's pretty interesting.
What I like is I can still make tiny shapes just by making like a big shape and then outlining it with the thick brush strokes. So I don't necessarily have to use the small brushes yet. That's a little game I'm playing with myself, is for how long can I go without using the the smaller brushes.
Does my value still look right for that roof that I just drew?
Yes.
Okay.
But you're missing the octagon-like highlight that's going on the roof.
Octagon?
Wait, I think the roof is a hexagon actually.
Oh, so you're talking about like the hexagon tower though, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go back and correct that later. I'm talking about the other roof that I just drew.
Oh. I forgot there are hills and then that there then distance.
Oh God. Such
Hills
a
go
weird,
by they them pronouns.
Such a weird thing we're doing. And I think you're still our only viewer, Pablo, so it's fine. This will be an interesting experiment. Okay, so
Maybe Carrie will view.
maybe. Okay, so we are. Was Terry talking to us?
I got a notification from Carrie, I think in TV tropes.
I don't think she's gonna look at it. Okay. So we got this. So okay.
Beep 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 beep.
Okay. Okay. So then we're gonna go for that.
I think I'm also a bit more zoomed in when I think about like how I'm drawing things. I focused a lot on the silhouette of the tower to frame everything else. And I made the tower a bit too high. Huh.
It's okay. My tower's off the screen. I'm just using it as a reference, so it doesn't matter if my art is entirely matching with reality, you know?
Yeah.
Because I think that's part of the point of this exercise. Not exercise, but using this program. Is that you just have some whack shit.
I think I know how to do kind of like a brick texture.
And some of these. And some of these.
These. Almost there.
This is an interesting time. Okay, so we got some of that. We're gonna make that a little lighter.
Got me here is my stubbornness. My refusal. To use any tool.
Okay.
This works.
So we got gonna make my little webcam smaller on the stream because currently I'm a little big. Now you can see the whole reference.
Oh.
Okay. Pablo, can you pull up my picture, my photo, like my stream, so I can see the values in black and white? I guess never mind.
Yeah.
I can just use black and white mode. Don't worry about it. It ain't no thing.
Bam.
Interesting.
We got the stream and a stream and a stream.
Okay. So now we gotta go.
Uh-oh. I didn't mean to undo that. Hehe. That maneuver I did right there makes me feel like I have a billion IQ. I like to add like the little cross that's like inside the top of the roof, like the other roof that's like next to the
Oh, you're
tower.
only so you're not even drawing the bridge. You're just drawing the buildings. That's
Yeah, I drew the bridge a little bit. It's right over around here. But I'm only gonna get like the first little bump of the bridge. I don't think I gave myself enough space to do the rest of it.
You don't have to draw the whole thing though. That's the whole point. We're artists.
It's a representation of my inner mind's eye.
I definitely should have drawn this background area first. I think I did, and then I erased it. But
No regrets. An artist makes no mistakes.
no, I made a mistake here. I'll have to draw over it again.
No mistakes. A little bit of chaos with the porch, the wooden porch. Not sure what I was thinking there. There's more roof. Easy part. I think when in doubt, I want to focus on negative space. Where would I be without the undo buttons?
don't really. I've only used the undo button a few times. This. It's interesting as well because we're using the same tools, Pablo, but I think we're both using them in very different ways. You know.
Yeah.
So like, what got you like? How did you find out about this program in the first place, Pablo?
I was going through YouTube and I was trying to figure out what's the different skill set between drawing and painting. And somebody was talking about how they tend to focus a lot on like their mind's eye outline of an object. And in painting, usually you're filling in large areas at first, and so you have to think about big value shapes in the image. So how he was trying to get his thinking away from that one kind of drawing to the other kind. So when he was thinking about the shapes of the values, he said that he was doing better, and this program helped him do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
I'm like doing this at the same time, and I'm like focusing really hard to try to get like the porch right. I saw another I saw another video that talked about color and how you use color in painting or in digital art in general. And he was like, well, if you get the values right, you can do nearly anything with color. So that's where I got the idea of black and white mode on the computer.
I mean, you're right, because even if the colors switch but the values are correct, you're still kind of aware of what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Which is why like JoJo color switches work. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what yours winds up looking like, Pablo, because mine is very like weird. You're not using the color shift at all, are you? Like you're not using the. So the setting called color color jitter.
I think I'm using color jitter.
Okay,
I'm having some color jitter.
I think color jitter is interesting because it just by default creates some interesting variations in your image. I think I'm sort of like doing some sort of like pointillism-esque thing in a way, even though it's not pointillism, like because I'm not just using points. I'm using a lot of like shallow strokes for a lot of things, you know?
Yeah. I don't know what I would call what I'm doing.
And then
I have like the SpongeBob like ripped his pants song stuck in my head.
Well, nerd.
Be true to yourself, don't miss your chance, and you end up like the fool who ripped his pants. Bob turned into a clown.
Okay, so gotta get some of these.
SpongeBob has like invaded culture.
Oh, for sure.
It's like in the collective consciousness. It's like some Jungian archetype now. Jordan Peterson's gonna be like, SpongeBob is the Chaos Dragon.
Does Jordan Peterson talk about Chaos Dragons?
He talks about a lot of things. He talks about Chaos Dragons. He's of like the idea that we have a bunch of archetypal things in our culture. He's not very interested in exploring why we have some and not others, right? Like who gets to make something a thing in culture. But he's like, yeah, these things affect what kind of stories we tell ourselves, and you gotta tell yourself the right story, but it's an oversimplification. He's a mix of self-help with some other like bad ideas that come from just ignoring deconstructionist thought. I highly recommend the Oliver Thorne video. Oh wait, no, Olivia Thorne video on him.
The sweet Lawrence of Olivier. Okay, so this is...
This is looking more coherent. Every time like I'm entering like a chaotic area.
Yeah, the bushes, I'm not really sure what to do with the bushes, honestly, but I'm trying.
I'm like slowly encroaching on their territory is what I'm doing. Things are slowly kind of making sense around this area, because otherwise I've kind of like worked my way all the way around the bushes.
That's exactly how I handled it too. I think my painting's winding up. I think my painting looks pretty good, honestly.
Yeah.
Black and white. It doesn't look. I need to. Okay, so this has alerted me. My rocks need a very different value.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna borrow from the house, because they seem to be like roughly the same value as the house, right? Oh, wrong thing.
I'm gonna try to set these windows by adding a big brush stroke and then subtracting the brush stroke. Subtracting from the bottom of them. Actually, I think I would have to do this in a specific order. Do one thing. Do one big block, basically. And then I subtract from that big block. I'm pleased with myself. I still have not switched tools. I found stuff I can still do.
You're still the same size?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting as well, like maybe you just use one color or something, but then you're only allowed to reduce size of your brush, so you should start off with the big size, you know?
Yeah. And for me it's more like,
or what if you're only allowed to make your brush bigger, so you gotta start off really tiny, and then
I feel like you could just have a lot of detail starting off tiny. Like, what I want is that I'm at a fixed size, and I cannot go down until I've done everything I could think that I could do at my current size. So right now I figured out a way to be able to make like these windows by making like some columns and then blocking them out with rows. So in a way, I'm not thinking of spaces anymore as just like a color with another thing added on top of it. It's like a single texture of two colors. Like, I feel like it's interesting, like I revisit the same area and I'm like, oh, I could just add a balcony by plopping this here. And if I wanted to add railings to the balcony, I could just add these little... That might be too tricky. give up. I could just pick a lighter value for the balcony.
I think I'm basic. I don't think I can really do much more with this.
You don't think?
I don't want to, like, I like where it is, though, is the thing. There's a few things I can maybe correct.
Okay, then I think the next thing is that you take the blur tool and wherever you see that there's like a smooth transition among colors rather than a harsh transition, you take that smooth tool and you start smoothing that area. I think I'm gonna start doing that too. But my smooth tool is really big.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and save this just because I don't want to lose it. Cool.
It's gonna be the name. Place.
Let's go ahead and look at the
House.
statistics. 4,000
there's
strokes. 4,000 strokes, 40,000 points.
Wait, where do you go to see the stats?
Stats, you can see it on your screen right now.
Oh. This is how often I've used the line tool.
I mean, I've used it 4 times as much as you, but I've also been using smaller lines.
I have 942 strokes.
Okay, so I have not used the smudge tool at all yet. So dryness, texture size, and stretch. Oh God. What are your settings for the blur tool?
Default? It's just smudge. I'm using smudge, not.
Oh yeah, sorry, smudge.
Yeah, you're using smudge. Just a default. It uses a line. It has like the same line as the line tool uses. It's not blurring out the sky here. There's actually not a lot that has smooth transitions here. The sky is smooth. Within the roof it's smooth, but my tool is too big. There's some smooth transitions in the bushes.
I don't know how I feel about this at all. I'm not enjoying using this tool.
You don't like the smooth tool?
Not for this drawing. What the fuck does dryness do?
You can save pre-smooth and post-smooth.
I already saved it, so it's not a big deal.
What, did it disconnect from the Discord? Hey, John, are you talking? John, you're muted. No. I mean, I can hear you on the stream. I just can't hear you through Discord.
Can you hear me now? I think you can hear me now, right?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, jeez. Okay, I don't think it wasn't coming through my stream either. I think there's something with OBS that's causing my mic to like cut out randomly. I don't like how this blending has turned out at all.
You can undo it.
I know. I'm going to.
I think you went a little Van Gogh with it.
Well, that's what I did, because I was like, I don't like this.
The hard contrasts are good.
That's the thing. I don't think there's that much stuff that like it makes sense to blur, especially since I went for like really tiny color sizes, you know?
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, for me, like the rocks, the craggly rocks, I probably should not have blurred them. Because they're craggly. And how would you know that?
I think what makes maybe sense to blur is the water.
Yeah.
But
some people grow to rely a lot on the blur tool. But I feel like paying attention to the values lets you know that the blur tool can fuck you up. Because it fucks up your values. And there's actually not a lot of smooth transitions in the water either. It's a lot of horizontal lines. And the values, actually the value of the water is a bit higher than I thought it was. I wasn't paying attention.
I'm not sure how I feel. I think I like it just being rectangles as well, because it's a stylistic choice. It's very blocky, you know?
It's got that Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm not blurring anything. I'm getting rid of all the blurs. I'm done. I think I'm gonna maybe do a little bit of slight correction on stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna.
Blurs for suckers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of regretting some of my blur, but.
Well, I mean, we haven't even seen what your we don't even know what yours looks like, so we'll see it in the time lapse, I guess.
Yeah. Alrighty, are you ready for the big reveal?
Wait. Just. I think we'll end the stream after this. Unless you want to draw another one, but.
I only have about an hour of drawing energy in me
Yep.
each day.
I think we should stop. I think I might do this on my own, and then maybe if you're ever on, we can stream again. I think I might stream on my own sometimes though, and try out some different stuff. I really like this program, and I think I'm definitely gonna buy it. Whenever my trial expires. It's only $20.
There's a trial.
All right. Okay, display your artwork, Pablo. I want to see. Everyone on stream has been seeing mine in its full glory.
I gotta undo. Okay.
I'm gonna maximize your Discord window. This is Pablo's artwork. Turn on accessibility.
Ciao. Oh wait. Yeah. Damn.
Whoa, interesting. Yours has a more consistent feel to it because you're using the same colors.
Yeah, it's a lot of. I think that the green. If I had stuck with like a yellowish, like yellow red, I feel like it would have had a very different. Feel to it.
I also your water is a little dark. I'll say.
Yeah.
I had the advantage of being able to specifically be like, these are different colors that I'm using. What's interesting is because of the way I did the sky, and I had much more aggressive color jitter than you, which I also like. But the way I did the sky, my tower and buildings are also just the same color as the sky, pretty much, which they are in the photo. I don't know. I think I'm gonna put this on Instagram though. I really like it.
I'm gonna hide my color thing here. There you go.
Well, you should just
I
go
think
go
that-
over it with black. Just go over it with black. Make a big line of black. And then, yeah. There it is.
I did save the pre-blur image.
Good. I think that's a move. I want to see what it looks like pre-blur.
All right, let's see. EF Microsoft. Okay, it's probably under N from Microsoft.
Well, you can see where it's saved if you want. If you
Delete
saved it,
Windows.
you should just be able to see the save directory. I think mine default saves on desktop, but I also just default saved everything to desktop.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. God, it opens up Explorer. I hate Explorer. Jesus Christ, Microsoft. Get Microsoft Edge off of my computer.
Oh,
This is my personal plea to you. If we make it big, Microsoft better go back and watch this video.
yeah.
All right,
Man,
okay,
get, Microsoft, please, if you're listening. I don't share the same thoughts as Pablo.
Fuck you, Microsoft.
All right, let me see. Let me see.
There it is. In all its glory.
I don't notice a difference between your previous one. Can we see the? Can you open up Heavy Paint again?
Yeah.
Also, are you using the Windows Store version of Heavy Paint? Because it looks like I think you have a different icon. Like your Heavy Paint icon is HP, and mine is like a gearhead man.
Oh, mine is a gearhead man too.
Yeah, but on the
This is my
on the bottom of your screen. Also, what kind of Huion tablet do you have? Is it the 1060?
I got the
1060 or 610
like-
or whatever.
I got the 2020, I think. I think that one's.
Because I've used a drawing tablet like that before, but now I have the Huion Canvas, which is like the screen tablet display.
Yeah. So here's like the history. I just blocked
Yeah.
out like the big shapes. I think this is where I critically made the mistake of making the river too dark. Happened way in the beginning.
Yeah, that's the thing. I also made the river too dark, and then I corrected it. And although I don't know how much I corrected it, but it's still too dark on mine as well. But it's not as bad.
Yeah. I think that the idea that if you get your values right, then you can do anything with color has its limits.
Well, you can also do anything with values if you have color. If you have the colors correct, you can do anything with, because like mine is a little bit salvaged because I picked green for my water, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then I can just like do whatever I want. My favorite part about my entire image is that my white tones, like I guess are those called high values or like bright values? They're like pastel rainbows. That's my favorite part of my drawing.
Yeah.
I just think it looks good.
I like the intensity of the yellow sky.
The
I
intensity.
think
Okay,
that's the
I
favorite
also
part.
like your. Okay, actually, I think both of ours. The sky is the best part, and your tower is
Yeah.
definitely better than my tower. Because you've defined it with like 4 shapes. I mean, there's a couple more in there, but you've really got the shadow in there that I don't really have. Maybe I should correct that actually. Just like slightly darker. I don't even know how I would do that though.
Yeah. I'm trying to draw on it still.
I mean, there's
All right. Time to post it on Twitter. This is a reference I was working from. Da 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 bum bum.
I feel like there's TikTok potential here, Pablo.
Yeah, I mean maybe if like we zoom it up, we're like Me and my co-host tried to draw a picture. I must say, we should also post our pictures in Geeked.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm going to warn the masses. But yeah, we can just roll a random thing on the Wikimedia Commons.
I like the. Can we roll another one real fast to see what happens?
Yeah.
Also, just know, Pablo, you are still on stream with your entire screen. So.
Oh yeah.
I know.
No, you can look at my Twitter. Follow me.
I just wanted to make sure that you weren't showing anything you didn't want to show.
I'm an exhibitionist.
Okay.
Got our own screen here. All right. Okay. Wikimedia Commons. Let's go. Random file.
Okay. We'll have to draw.
That would be very interesting.
I don't want to. I would not. I would just say we would re-roll something like that.
I don't know. It's pretty geometric. It'd be hard to do that with just the line tool, you know. It's
Well, maybe we do that. But next, I think it'd also be interesting if we, if people actually joined our stream, they could give. That would be interesting to draw. But they could give us like challenges, you know.
And I think all of these are open,
Like,
open licensed.
If I'm ever streaming in the future, and I'm doing this, even if Pablo's not here, if someone wants me to draw something, requests are open.
Yeah, this is public domain. I think the Wikipedia Commons is all public domain images.
Oh, that's
So
perfect
no one
then. So that's like the perfect reference then, because then anything we're doing, there's no one's gonna be pissed that we have it in our stream.
Yeah.
God,
This is
I don't want to draw like math graphs though. That sounds awful.
I want to draw math graphs. It'll make some mathematician happy. Specifically me.
TV Universal.
I don't want to do corporate logos.
Okay, that would be a cool image.
Yeah.
That'd be something
Let's see what it
interesting to
looks
draw.
like in black and white.
It's interesting how some of the gray tones look sort of like they're blue. You know? When you turn accessibility settings on, I'm still seeing some of like the gray tones be blue. Like, can you just leave it on gray? I still see like red in your image.
Oh, I think I have Flux enabled on my computer.
That might be it. That might be it. It looks like if you look at my stream, so like do it a few more times and then turn them back on and look at my stream, Pablo. You'll see that your gray images still have color in them.
The stream is well, let's see. It might be an issue with the. Okay, now it's on the ship. Let's see. Gonna be turning the gray on and off.
So
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because it's not showing the red for me. I mean, the sign there is supposed to be turning on and off with red. This like little.
Maybe it's just because you've turned it on and off so many times. It's weird though. Very strange.
Okay.
Anyways, I think this is an hour 16 minutes. I hope this was interesting. No one's viewed it. This might be something that might be content for days future. I think that if I feel like in the mood to draw, I might draw on stream, even if Pablo's not here.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here. This would be great. Look at this one.
That one would also be cool to draw. Although I
Got some high contrast.
so here's the thing, Pablo. I want to use different tools next time we draw, though. I don't want to use the line tool only next time.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we use
what tool? What tool do you want to unlock next?
Next. I'm thinking. So today when I did the bird that I was drawing earlier, that you guys showed you the picture of the reference at the beginning of the stream. I was using the oil tool. I think it might be interesting to use that.
All right.
And
let's do the oil tool next time.
The question, and I guess we can decide this next time, but do we want to use the oil tool only, or do we want to use the oil tool and the line tool? So we've slowly unlocked.
I think I'm gonna try to do oil tool only,
Okay.
and then the next time I'm gonna do the line tool and the oil tool.
All right, and then so we'll just slowly unlock new tools. And since since I didn't use blur at all, I guess we need to do the smudge tool at some point. This is an interesting concept. Anyways, thank you for watching, anyone who might be watching in the future. Hopefully this was enjoyable.